Yeah, so a year ago, James Gunn's DC universe actually started with this animated gem called the Creature Commandos. And I'll be honest with you, I had no doubt in my mind that it was going to be awesome. I was just like, who the hell are these characters? I mean, obviously I knew Rick Flag Sr., and we knew Weasel because Weasel was in Suicide Squad, and we do see Economos. But I was like, yo, I've literally never read a DC comic with Bride of Frankenstein or Nina or GI Robot. Dr. Phosphorus, I kind of knew, but I hadn't seen him in anything. And I'm pretty sure he's like the inspiration for Blight from Batman Beyond. So that's pretty cool. But I was interested in these characters because, like, hey, they're new. They're new characters that I don't know a lot about. So I'm willing to see this and see what I get from it. And I got nothing but fucking bliss from this show. This German animation company are the people responsible for animating. I wish I knew the name of the company, but they did such a fantastic job animating this. The art style is beautiful. The animation flows well with the art style. That James Gunn zaniness that goes with it is there. The emotional breakage, the violence, the language, it is all just so awesome. The storytelling for each individual character that goes episode by episode is just so genius, and nobody's thing takes longer than it needs to. And man, did it just hit so hard. Every character got something. A robot got something. The Bride of Frankenstein got something. Nina got something. Weasel, my God, Weasel, and Doctor Phosphorus. Oh my God! Like the two best episodes are those two, Weasel and Doctor Phosphorus. Little backstories as to how they got to Bel Rev in the first place. And I just gotta say, James Gunn did such a great job writing this. Obviously, this was a shot in the dark of why he wanted this to technically be his first project, like an animated, small scale, very DF-less characters all coming together for a TV show. It shouldn't have worked, but it does. And the craziest part about it is the people who are actually watching James Gunn's DCU and actually trying to invest in the projects as they can are very much enjoying these projects. And it's a 7.8 on IMDb and it's a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. What more do you want to do? 95% with the critics, which means they really, really liked it, and a 78 with the average person, a 78, which isn't a bad score for the audience either. And honestly, I'll take a 78 over a lot of those low scores from the DCEU over a while ago at this point. I think Creature Commandos' success was enough to prove that James Gunn's DC is going to be here for a while, whether you like it or not. But I could just go into a few details. I'd say The Bride is one of the most interesting, compelling leadership role type characters that doesn't feel forced but natural. She just commands the screen when she's there. She's got nuance, she's got backstory, she has reasons for why she's so angry and sad all the time, and you just have to love her for that. Dr. Phosphorus is a traumatized soul who had a lot going for him, who tried to live life by the book, and it just fucked him over. He ended up, being screwed by his own science, even. You know, lost his family and had to do all these things. Like it's just so sad to watch. But Alan Tudyk is amazing, and I can't wait to see him be Dr. Phosphorus in real life, which we know for a fact will happen. Weasel is. I'm gonna leave Weasel alone because if you hadn't seen Creature Commandos, I'd like for you to watch it. And Weasel is probably the most painful thing I've seen in an animated cartoon in a very long time. But that doesn't make it bad. That is actually a compelling reason to watch the show to get some nuance on these characters. I think Nina's backstory is a little bit of a letdown, but it's still done really well. But she's really good. GI Robots is just entertaining as hell because he's a Nazi killing robot from the 40s. So do what you want with that information. Why was he in Bell? Oh yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, right. That's why it was in Bell Reeve. But yeah, everyone who we got, even Rick Flag brings up the Corto Maltese incident, and Rick Flag Jr. being killed and things like that. So it's like some vague version of the Suicide Squad still happened, maybe just not how we saw it in the Suicide Squad. Okay, I can take that and run with it. Sure, why not? We'll run with that. So many things that just like bring the team together. They're not particularly a good team at first, but then they kind of hang out. They do kind of start to like each other. Typical James Gunn specialty. It is just what it is. It's a specialty, and I don't care. He's good at it. like, let him be good at it, bro. Like, it's not gonna kill us. It's a fun concept, and it is something that I think is easy for them to do because being animated, they don't have to worry about like makeup and set building and things like that. It's probably way cheaper to put together, and putting it out there might not be as difficult. I mean, I think season two of Two Commandos might be 2027, maybe late 2026 if we're lucky, but I doubt it. Seems like the DC schedule for 2026 is set in stone, and I'm excited because the end of the show. Obviously, we saw like Nosferatu and King Shark, and we saw GI Robot with the upgrades because I think that's supposed to be something with the Metaman, which I also don't know a lot about. So yeah, we're in for a treat with season two. We'll see where that goes, but it is interesting when we finally get to see these characters in live action. Like I'm interested in seeing, is David Harbour going to be all in a makeup getup, or is Frankenstein going to be CGI'd? I can only assume Indira Varma is going to be in makeup, so she's going to be all prosthetics and practical makeup. Same with Weasel, because we already saw that before. Dr. Phosphorus would have to be CGI. Let's be honest. You can't really set Alan Tudyk on fire. I'd cry. Like, so it's just like I can't wait to see these characters in live action to see how they look. Obviously, Rick Flag Senior in Peacemaker didn't look exactly how he did in Creature Commandos because Frank Grillo doesn't have all gray silver hair like Rick Flag Senior did in the show. I will say one of my favorite things is that we got to see other characters show up for like 2 seconds. So there's a sequence with Cersei, so we know Cersei's around. I can't wait to see that woman play her in real life. And touching her, they got like this crazy vision, and it's like the world was burning, and you see Superman on a stake, you see Supergirl, you see Peacemaker, you see dead bodies of heroes that we were either gonna see in Superman or heroes that were on the horizon. And we even do get a glimpse at someone, but I'm not gonna say who it is because, like I said, you should watch the show. And it's a really awesome. Just like I didn't expect that, and I was like, "Holy crap, that's cool." Uh, and overall, the ending is sad but bittersweet, but also like you just kind of need to see it for yourselves. It is so interesting how these characters came together and actually ended up forming like their own little, actually excited to go on the next mission team. Like they're like, yeah, we'll do the next mission. What's up? This is the Creature Commandos. It's like, I like that energy, sis. I like that energy. So I'd say whatever the narrative is going forward for the DCU as a connected universe and as a whole, I would say I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see where this goes. Creature Commandos seems like it's going to be here to stay for a while, especially after that thing with Peacemaker season two. That might just be the last season of Peacemaker, and they could do whatever they wanted with Creature Commandos as much as they wanted. So it's a good concept to kind of stay on the lower end while also giving us content for DC. So yeah, I'd say they have a pretty good strategy. I'd say Creature Commandos, even after a year, is just such a solid watch for people who are looking for something new and fresh. So that's how I'll recommend it. Just go see Creature Commandos on HBO Max. It is a fun time. Don't watch it with your kids. Do not watch it with your kids. Please don't watch it with your kids. And with that being said, I'm tired. Let me know how you guys feel about it down below. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm always happy to hear feedback, and I will see y'all on the next.